Good morning, everybody. Wow, I look like a fucking mess. But okay, so right now I'm heading to the doctor. I have my appointment at 9:15, and it's like 8:50, and I have to be there like 10 minutes earlier, or whatever. But yeah, they're gonna check me. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but I'm pretty sure that they're gonna check me because of everything that happened this weekend. But I'll let you guys know what happened the weekend. Once I get home and I get ready and clean my house and all the good stuff that I have to do, I'll sit down with you guys and explain to you everything that happened to me this weekend. Alright? So
talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. Please don't talk about me.
I had to put my hair up because I'm gonna be like they're doing shit to me. But I'm here waiting for the doctor. I look like shit, dude. I need to do my makeup, but I look like shit. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the doctor to tell me. They just asked me what happened on the weekend. Because why I went to the hospital, so I explained him there. So I'm like scared right now because I don't know what the hell they're gonna do to me. If they're gonna check my, if I'm gonna be in early labor soon, or I don't know. But let's hope one thing. Okay, after being at the doctor for almost a freaking hour, this is what I got. Look, they gave me hotlet samples or stuff like this. I guess they have coupons of a magazine so I can get free stuff. That's what they said. But hey, my doctors are crazy, or the nurses there too. They just give me a bunch of stuff. But I'm about to go ahead and grab some breakfast, then go home and clean. I'll see you guys at the house.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
I just finished taking a shower. I finished cleaning. So right now I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna be watching YouTube. I'm getting prepared to when I fucking gonna give birth. So I'm watching like birth vlogs and stuff like that. I'll show you guys a little clip about it.
At all is my advice.
Okay guys, so I'm just here being lazy. As you guys can tell, my hair is a mess and I'm just watching YouTube. But I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to me on the weekend. So I keep telling everybody, oh dude, like I look so fat. Hold on. So I keep on telling everybody, like on Friday, I think it was Friday or Thursday, it was one of those days. But I told them, like, you know what, my stomach hurts, like I'm getting like period cramps, like they were like period cramps. And everybody was like, oh, it's normal. So I was like, okay, you know, it is normal, whatever. And then on Saturday, was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday I woke up and got ready. My husband went to the gym. Did we get breakfast? Then we got breakfast at home. And then I told him, I was like, dude, like my stomach hurts. And then he's like, oh, you know, it's natural. Like, I would tell you it's natural. So, I searched it up online. And I was like, oh, you know, like I'm 32 weeks pregnant. I'm having this pain in my stomach. So it was like on my upper stomach, like right here, and my lower stomach. Like it was like pressure. And I was like, oh, like, and they were like, oh no, like it is normal. And then some people were like, oh no, you could be in active labor, like early labor or whatever. So we didn't know what to do. We were like, what should we do? He's like, oh, let's just go. It was like around 2. He's like, let's go get something to eat. So we went to Mantica to get something to eat. And when I was eating, I told him, I was like, dude, like the pain keeps coming and it keeps coming. So I called my mom, and I was like, you know what, like I feel like I'm having this kid right now because it hurts. And she's like, well, call your doctor. Excuse me. So I was like, okay. So I didn't have my insurance card with me because I just had like a little purse, and I really don't carry my ID or anything when I'm with my husband because he usually has everything with him. So I called my mom. I was like, you know what? Tell my dad to send me the pictures of my insurance card so I can call the nurse line. And they're like, okay. So they send me that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. He's like, just wait and see if it keeps coming. I was like, okay. So he's like, let's go to Modesto. So we went to Modesto to the mall, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I searched it up again, like, cause the pains keep coming more and more. And I was like, it's telling me to call the nurse, and like I'm just gonna do it, cause it does hurt. So I was like, okay. So I called the nurse line, and I told them like how I was feeling, and she's like, well, if I was you, I will hang up this call and go to emergency room because you could be in early labor. I was like, oh heck no, like I got scared. Like I was scared, and my husband was like, she's crazy. Don't listen to her. How can you be in early labor? Like todavía te falta mucho. And I was like, true. I was like, so let's just walk. Like let's just go to the mall, walk. Let's see if this pain goes away. So I called my mom and I told her, I was like, you know what? I called the nurse line. They told me this and that, and they told me to go to the ER. And she's like, well, you shouldn't be walking because that helps the baby come out easier. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm just gonna get whatever we need to get from the mall, and we go to the emergency room. We go back to Tracy. She's like, okay. So when we were walking at the mall, I don't know if it was because I was already nervous, and they told me that to go to the ER, but every time I had my legs, open, like I'm like, I feel like I need to have my legs, like I feel like something was gonna come out. I don't know how to explain it. So I will close my legs while I was walking, and it will hurt. And I told Christian, like I told my husband, I'm like, dude, like it hurts like that. I was like, I can't do this no more. He's like, it's just in your head because they already told you. And I'm like, it's not in my head, dude. Like it hurts. It really does hurt. I was like, let's just go back to Tracy and go to the ER. He's like, okay. So we go back to Tracy. We go home. I get my insurance card. We get there, and they're like, oh, like what's going? Like I go to the ER, and I tell the lady, you know, like I'm 32 weeks pregnant, so I'm feeling this kind of pain, and she's like, oh, okay. I was like, a nurse from the maternity area is gonna come and get you. I was like, okay. So we were barely gonna sit down when they came and get me, and there's time they put me some things to monitor the baby, and they had me laying there for like about an hour, and like me and my husband were like, oh, they're gonna tell us something. And then she asked me, she's like, where do you feel the pain? I'm like, oh, here, this and there. So she goes out of the room, and she comes back with like two nurses, and I'm like freaking out. Me and my husband are just looking at each other like, what the hell is going on? Some nurse brought food for me, and the other, she brought the IV, and I looked at Christian, and I'm like, dude, like this is it. Like I'm gonna have her, because I know that when they look how they lift my hand. I was like, I know when they give you the IVs because you're gonna have your baby. And then the lady, one of the nurses, my first nurse, she told the other nurse, her name was, I don't know her name, was it Candace? I think it was Candace. She told her, she's like, well, yeah, her contractions are 7 minutes apart. She's like, we need to call Dr. Lowe. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, my contraction, I couldn't feel the pain a lot because I had the little things here to hear the baby's heart and my contractions. So that was giving me pressure. And I was just looking at Christian, like, on my husband, like, dude, like, I'm having her. I don't know what to do. Like, she's too small. So I called my mom, and I told her, I was like, you know what? This is what's going on. They're going to call the doctor and see if I'm in active labor. And she's like, okay. So the nurse comes back again, and she's like, well, your doctor wants me to check your cervix to see if we're having a baby today or not. And I was like, okay. Thank God my cervix was all the way in the back, but they could feel the hair. Like, once she put her hand in, like, when she checked me, she's like, I can feel the head. I was like, oh, heck no. Like, she's ready to be out. I was panicking. And I started crying. And they're like, no, it's okay. Like, this happens. Like, they were trying to calm me down. Like, this happens. We're going to put you some liquid. We're going to put you some liquid so you can, your contractions can go away. It's like, okay. So they put me the IV. But she hurt me so bad. Look how she left my hand. When I went back the next day, the other lady did such a good job. And look, I don't have anything. But anyways, I was just there waiting for, like, the contractions to go away. And then they're like, we're going to give you a shot just in case, like, she comes early. Her lungs are strong. So they gave me the shot. I don't know what's it called. Honestly, I forgot what's it called. But the freaking liquids that were giving me, it will make me get up every fucking 5 minutes to pee. And it was so annoying. But, yeah. I called my parents. I told them, and my parents came in. And they were like, what's going on? I told them, I was like, you know, like, the doctor's going to come already. And he's going to tell me if it's time to go home or not. He's like, okay. And he came and he's like, he got mad at me because apparently I don't drink enough water. So my baby doesn't have as much as liquid as he's supposed to. They're like, you need to start drinking water. Because if not, she can come in early and your pain is going to keep getting worse and worse every time. So here you have me drinking shit lot of water, like 3 bottles in an hour. Just because I have to drink it. I hate peeing. Like, getting every 5 minutes to pee. And my husband was the one that told the doctor, she's like, oh yeah, she doesn't drink water because she doesn't like to go and pee. I'm like, you asshole. So they told me the shot they gave me for the lungs, there's 2 shots. I got one on Saturday night at 7. Yeah, 7. And then the next day I was supposed to go again. It was 24 hours. So I went back on Sunday at 7. But before that, I was at the hospital for literally, I got there at 4 on Saturday and left at 9. So I was there for 5 hours. 9:30. So the next day, that same day, my husband gets sick, like, at night. He started throwing up, and I'm like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, we can't be doing this right now. Damn, my lighting went down. I was like, we can't be doing this right now. So he was sick. So I was freaking with pain and whatever, and he gets sick or whatever. And then on Sunday morning, I get up and, like, he's sick, so obviously I was gonna get sick. So I thought it was because of the shot that I got sick, but I was feeling nauseous. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go to the doctor because I'm already gonna go at 7. So there's no point in me going and then go back. So I'm just gonna wait until I throw up. But I was trying to not throw up. So I was eating, like, sweet stuff so the nauseous could go away. But my mom was asando some chiles. And I go to the kitchen and I cough. So once I cough, I threw everything. So I ran to the bathroom and I start throwing up, like, everything. Like, I thought, I don't know. It just, everything came out. What I ate a day before and what had I ate that day on Sunday. So I started throwing up, whatever. And my brother bought us Gatorade so we could, like, stay hydrated. And I wasn't eating anything. And then I was like, okay, maybe I throw up. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to try to get something to eat. So I got something small to eat, and I was drinking water. And I'm over here sitting in my bed, like, right now with my husband. We're watching TV. And next thing you know, like, I feel like I need to throw up. So I try to get up as quick as I could. But no, I threw up all over my room. And it was water. My husband was like, babe, what the hell? So he just pretty much carried me. And since my bathroom is, like, right next door, he pretty much just carried me and threw me to the door so I could get to the bathroom because I couldn't hold it no more. Like, I was just throwing up. And he's like, keep throwing up. But since I only had a water, I had already thrown up. And I had like a little food. I couldn't throw up anymore. I'm like, dude, it hurts. Like, bring me water because it hurts when I throw up. So I'm like, okay. So I threw up again. I was just drinking water and water and water. And it hit 6:30. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the doctor. I don't feel good. I'm still going to go there anyways in 30 minutes. So let's just go and see what they tell me. Okay, so I go back to the hospital. And they're like, okay, you need to put this on because we're going to monitor you again. And tell them, like, why you're throwing up. So I told them that I was throwing up. And they're like, oh, why didn't you come early? I'm like, because, like, I was going to come anyways at 7. So they're like, no, you lost a lot of I don't know what. So now you have to put you another IV to get you to eat. And they had me there for another 5 hours. So I was able to eat something and not throw up. So by 11, I got out of the hospital. And they're like, my doctor was like, what happened? Like, I was like, I don't know. I just started throwing up. I don't know if it's because of the shot or because of the flu. And he's like, it's because of the flu. Like, everybody at your house is sick. So you're getting it. Like, you're sensitive. You're pregnant. Obviously, you can't drink anything. So we're going to get sick. So he tells me that I could only eat for 3 days water, banana, toasted bread, and applesauce. That was the only thing I could eat. But on Monday, I'm like, dude, I can't eat shit. And I don't feel good to eat. So I didn't eat but applesauce. I think I was just eating applesauce and drinking water. On Thursday, I went to work and I was starving. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starving. I want food. But I couldn't eat anything. My mom had me, like, lunch some fruit. I'm like, this is not filling me up. Like, I need food. And then I started eating regular. And right now, I went to the doctor earlier. And he told me that I have to keep drinking water until pretty much. And to give birth, I guess. And then my diet, like, eating bread and stuff, is like, if you feel good, you can eat, but just don't fill up, so don't eat extra stuff, and no spicy food. So I can't eat no spicy food. But yeah, that's what happened to me during the weekend. And right now I'm just here being lazy with no makeup or anything. Honestly, I don't feel like doing anything right now. I think it's time. I don't know. What time is it? I have to go get my niece from school. So it's 1. I have to get ready. Well, not get ready, but kind of do something to this ugly hair. Oh, my Mexican programs that I'm watching. But I'm just gonna do something with this hair right now and go get my niece. I already did my cooking. I did my cleaning. So I'm just gonna get home, pick up my niece, and probably take a nap and wait for my husband to get home. So this will be the end of my vlog and my story time that I tell you guys everything that happened to me on the weekend. But yeah, it's probably gonna be the end. I don't think I'm gonna record anything else just because I do want to rest a little bit. I want to take a nap before the baby gets here, and that she doesn't let me nap. But I don't know, tell me what you guys want to see more. I'm planning on doing a video of what's in my hospital bag. I don't have a lot just because I don't feel like I'm gonna need a lot since the hospital is like 3 minutes away from my house. So if you guys want to see that, like and comment below. If not, if you guys want to see other videos, also comment below and let me know what you guys want to see. Or if you guys follow me on my Instagram, let me know. Alright, bye, see you guys next time.